So I've had to travel to several different cities recently for work-related events. Let's talk about how to keep up your practicing on the road. Welcome to the Armed Citizen channel. My name is Mark and I do this video mentorship for all armed citizens, be they new or experienced. I talk about the things that I think no one else talks about. So please like my videos, subscribe, and share them with people of all political persuasions. Let's get into the content. As you noticed, I was on the road last week. Traveling means you can't have all of your stuff with you. I do not fly except in critical situations and for many other reasons. By default, it is very difficult to carry firearms and associated accoutrements with you when you fly. And it is extraordinarily easy to run afoul of state or federal laws that will, shall we say, interrupt your travel plans for like 8 to 10 years. When you drive, you can take more of your stuff with you and have less government oversight. However, before you depart, please read up on the firearms laws of not just where you're going and all of the states in between your origin and destination. You also need to include the states you might cross into. Too many Pennsylvanians with a legal CCW license have made a wrong turn in Philadelphia and have accidentally ended up in New Jersey. New Jersey state troopers like to look for those people and will quickly pull them over. In case you missed it, New Jersey greatly frowns upon the concept of armed citizens. Going strapped in the Garden State will get you into deep trouble very quickly.
How deep in the shit would you say he was in, Jerome?
About up to here.
When traveling for work, it is the policy of the company that I work for and the company who manages my work vehicle that I cannot have any firearms in the company vehicle at any time for any reason. And I do my absolute best to adhere to all company policies at all times. I want to make that clear just in case someone from HR sees this. When I am on the road, I have either a small kit or a large kit with me. Which kit I take depends upon the room I have in my vehicle and how long I will be out of town. This is not for your usual practice. It is to break up the boredom of sitting in your room and hone your fundamentals at the same time. You are saving no scores, so don't worry about that. You know, like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. If you have like-minded coworkers with you on the trip, you can make it a bonding experience as well. My small kit is very basic and can fit into a laptop bag. I have my cert and holster, and this is, of course, really nothing more than a very expensive laser pointer. I have a magazine belt pouch and a spare dummy magazine. I carry some 3x5 cards. I carry my laser strike targets with a stand. I'm working on getting a second one. Scotch tape and a notebook for recording. I also have some 2-pound command hooks and just in case. And I always have a par-timer app on my phone. And I always have a par-timer app on my phone. I use the laser strikes because it's easy to see when you hit the target. And it doesn't need batteries. The 3x5 cards held to the wall with tape in portrait mode, or the various light switches or electrical outlets if they are in your room at the right level. This size target represents the effective hit zone in the upper thoracic cavity of an adult human. I really hate interrupting myself mid-tirade, but I just wanted to put in a real quick reminder to please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with all of your friends. That's how I grow this channel and get to more people. So, all right, back to myself. I can stick the laser strikes to any magnetic surface, such as a door or refrigerator, or place them somewhere on or off their stands. In a worst case scenario, I have some command strip hooks and can hang them that way. My warning to you is be careful. You don't want to damage the wallpaper using the command hooks. Make those command hooks the absolute last resort. I know they're not supposed to leave residue or tear up the wall, but the cleanup crews for something like that after you leave are very well paid, if you get my drift. With just this small kit, I can do multiple basic drills. With a single target, you can perform a draw and shoot, or one reload one. If your room has the floor space, you can do some shoot, move, shoot complexity to your drills, even if it is just a step to one side or the other. With 2 laser strikes, you can do all that, plus target transitions. During these drills, set the par timer on your phone and it will give you a start and stop beep. If you don't know how fast you can do a drill, set it for what you think you can do. Run the drill until you can beat the time. Then cut the par time down a little bit and try again. You can remember what you're doing by saving it in the notebook. If I'm going to be gone for more than a week, I try to take my large kit with me. My large kit is everything in If I'm going to be gone for more than a week, such as over a weekend, I try to take my large kit with me. My large kit is everything in my small kit, plus my laser app laptop, my high-speed camera, and a tripod to mount the camera. I use either a full-sized, you can use a selfie tripod, or anything that you can use. I also take a light bar, a multi-outlet power strip with a 6 to 8 foot cord will also serve you well. Last but not least, a tape measure to mark distances, and you already have some Scotch tape from the small kit to hang targets on the walls carefully. For targets, I use my TA Targets USPSA cardboard silhouettes and my home range scale targets printed on cardstock, so they are a bit more durable. With the large kit, I can actually run my full pistol drills and qualifiers, depending upon how large the room is. That being said, I had a lot of challenges to get everything to run properly because my last hotel room was very dark. When I set up the laser laptop and camera, there was not enough light for the camera to function. I didn't have my light bar with me, so I had to reposition the room lamps and use my EDC flashlight to adequately illuminate the target so I could get it to work. I also had trouble finding enough outlets to use for the laptop and the room lamps. This is the why behind the light bar and the power strip. So there you go. If you travel You can spend your off hours either drinking in strip clubs and brothels, or you can practice your armed citizen fundamentals with a very minimal setup. Your choice. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. If you made it this far into the video, thank you. Just one last request that you like and subscribe and share with your friends, and send me some feedback on the way so I know where to go and what I might have messed up. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day.